Creations by Simone. Okay guys, I am back for another fantastic creation here at Creations by Simone. It's fall, you guys, and as I promised, I have a lot of fall decor that I want to share with you. I'm going to do a series of 5 videos. This being the first, this is the Dollar Tree DIY Door Wreath Fall Edition. You're going to absolutely love it, guys. It came out wonderful. It's easy, it's simple, it's quick, it's affordable, and most of all, it's beautiful, because that's what we do here at Creations by Simone. So after I finish the 5 videos, then I'm going to have a fall home tour, and that's going to be wonderful, because that way you'll see all the creations that I've made, period, for the fall season, and give you some ideas just to decorate your house. All right, guys, well, as you know, I am always ready to go. My glue gun is heating up, and as I always say, let's do this. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. All right, guys, let's get this thing started. I am ready to go. Fall season is here. I love the fall, you guys. It's so peaceful and calm, and I have a lot of DIY projects that I want to share with you. As I said in the intro, I have 5 all together, and I'm going to do one by one, and we're going to go step by step. That way you can tackle this as well. All right, the first one we're going to do is a Dollar Tree DIY fall wreath. All the stuff I got from the Dollar Tree, as you can see. And this is really easy, and it's inexpensive to make, and most of all, guys, it is fun. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go over everything step by step, and when we finish, you're gonna have an awesome wreath. All right, guys, let's do this. Okay, guys, we are going to do a DIY pumpkin wreath. And these pumpkins I got from Dollar Tree, these miniature pumpkins. Now, as you can see, they're very pretty, but the color is very vibrant. I wanted to sort of tone it down, so I'm going to paint my pumpkins. I got some paint from Walmart. This is antique white. This paint was really cheap, guys. I think it's like 50 cents a tube, so it really goes a long way. Now, you need a sponge paintbrush, and what you're going to do is you're just going to paint your pumpkin. Just go up and down. Now, what I did, I normally do the whole top portion of my pumpkin. I let that dry, and then I do the bottom portion. Also, you're going to need 2 coats. Since these pumpkins, as you can see, they're really vibrant in color, and if you really want to get this antique white look completely, you're gonna have to put 2 coats. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my coats, my 2 coats, and then we'll be back when everything is done. All right, guys, let's do this. Okay, 2 coats of paint have been added, as you can see, and look at that. That looks really good. I did the top, then I did the bottom, then I added my 2 coats, and as you can see, it looks really well. You could never tell that these were like the bright orange and green colors that they were, because it's not even coming through at all. All right, now next what we're gonna do is I have these cute little signs here that I got from the Dollar Tree. They come in a package of 3. I think it's Thankful, Harvest, and Welcome. And I'm going to use the Thankful one on our wreath for today. I have a few more projects, and I'm going to use the other ones as well. Now, I like these because you can paint them, and I did paint this antique white. But as you can see, they come in like a silver, metal-y type material, and the thing that I like about it the most is you can spray paint them any color. So the Harvest and the Welcome, I'm saving that for another project. I'm going to paint those a different color, but as you can see, I painted Thankful with the antique white. All right, let's go to the next step. Okay, now my plaque has been painted an antique white, and what I'm going to do is I am going to hot glue it onto the wreath, as you can see. And once again, guys, got this from Dollar Tree. All right, so we're going to just sit this directly in the center, and then we're going to add our pumpkins completely around. But first we have to add this in the center, and then we can do the pumpkin portion. All right, so just center that in the middle of the wreath. Okay, and as you can see there, really easy. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hot glue on the wreath itself, and then I'm going to stick the plaque onto that. So just take your glue gun and just go over about 2 of the green bars, or really 1, I guess you can say. 1 or 2, however you want to do it. You might want to do 2 just to give it a little bit more reinforcement. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and sit that on our wreath. Make sure you have that centered. All right, and press it down there, and looking good, guys. All right, let me just make sure that's on, then I'm going to go ahead and show you and make sure it is centered properly. All right, there we go. Now look at that. That's really, really pretty. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we are going to add the pumpkins. Okay, the lettering is added. As you can see, looking good. And look at that in the back. There's some glue showing, but don't worry about that. Really what you might want to do, just to give it, like I said, more reinforcement. I like the hot glue, but sometimes after a while it might slip up on you. So if you want to, you can go ahead and just put a little extra glue in the back around the lettering, just to give it more reinforcement. So it doesn't hurt to do that. So you might as well just go ahead and do it. So I'm just going to add some glue back here. That way we know this joker not coming off. It'll hang up and we know it's not coming off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add the glue there. And now we're going to go to adding our pumpkins. All right, guys. All right, guys, finally, we can go ahead and add our pumpkins. This is what I've been waiting for. The pumpkins is going to give the wreath the personality that we are looking for. You're going to love it. I love it. And I know it's going to turn out great. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just putting the pumpkins around. You can just do this if you want to give it a test run, just to make sure when you finally do put them down that you have them properly positioned. I'm going to go ahead and do it because I actually did it earlier. So I pretty much know where I'm going to put my pumpkins. Now you're going to put the hot glue on the green part of the wreath itself, not on the pumpkin. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start this. We're going to fast forward. Let's do this. It is starting to form, and I am absolutely loving it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go to our next step. We are only just beginning. Here we go. Okay, guys, the pumpkins are complete, and it looks really great. And what we're going to do now is we are going to add our moss to the wreath. I hope I said that right. Moss. I get that confused all the time. But anyway, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add this to our wreath. Now, you get a lot in the bag, so when you pull a little out the bag, just make sure you pull it apart because you get so much. It looks really condensed, but it's a lot. It expands a lot. And we're just going to add this in between our pumpkins, or anywhere that we see the green like railing of the pumpkin. We're just going to add our moss in there. All right, and see, look at that. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to go all around the pumpkin. So, and don't be scared. Don't be sparingly with it because you get so much in this little bag. It's just really condensed, but you get a lot. So you have a lot, you can use it. All right, well, let's go ahead and add this around. We're going to fast forward. Let's do this. Okay, now we've added our moss, but what I see here is when I was painting the pumpkins, guys, I got a lot of the white paint on the stem of the pumpkins. So what I'm going to do is I have a gold marker. I'm going to take this gold marker and I am actually going to go over my stems with the gold marker. I don't want the paint really showing on the stems. It really wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. So I said, let me go ahead and take this gold marker and go over each stem. That way it will look more realistic. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this, but I'm going to go through each stem and I'm going to mark it up. All right, guys, let's go. Okay, we've already completed our stems. We've added the moss. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our flowers and we are going to add our ribbon. Now this is like a burlap type ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make bows out of this so this can go to at the bottom of our wreath. Let's start with our ribbon first, and as you can see, this is sort of the wider type ribbon because I wanted the larger bow on the wreath. So I found one with some, let's see, what is this, lace in the middle of it. I thought that was really cute. And I like this too because this is the wired ribbon, and this is much better when you make the bows. When you tie the bows, you can form it a little more. I love the wired ribbon so much when I do my projects, especially when they include the bows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just make this first one for you just to show you how it's made, and then the second one we'll go ahead and fast forward. It's really easy, guys. You just like you're tying a bow, regular bow. You just have to work with it a little bit just to make sure that it's even, and you do that just by pulling each side. And once again, since this is wired ribbon, you can go ahead and you can form the bow itself. You can just make it a little bigger, wider. See how I'm just forming that? Or basically what I'm saying, you can just form it to the way that you want to form it, and that's why I like the wired ribbon. All right, so I'm playing with this here and it is looking good, of course. All right, so let me go ahead and finish this one. I'm going to go ahead and start the next one. We'll fast forward. When we come back, we'll have both of them. Okay, guys, finished both bows. As you can see, one has lace on it and the other one is just a plain one. What I'm going to do is I am going to take my lace bow and I am going to glue it to the other bow. Now, the reason why I made two bows, there is a method to my madness. I am going to hot glue one bow on top of the other because I just wanted like a full look. See, when I put this on the wreath right there, you see how that looks? It just gives it a better look. Instead of one bow, I just wanted that fuller effect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on top of this one. Go ahead and get my glue gun here. And put a little glue there. And then we'll put this bow on top of our plain bow. Make sure you stick it down there really good so it sticks. And I am forming. Once again, I love this wide ribbon because you can form. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to glue it to our wreath, and you'll see it in a second. All right, guys, I have glued our ribbon to the wreath, and as you can see, it turned out really well. I put two together just to give it a fuller look, and it turned out really cute, guys. I'm so loving this. All right, well, now what we're gonna do is we are gonna go to our next step, but so far so good. Everything's turning out really great, and I'm really feeling this. We're gonna go ahead and add our flowers now. All right, guys, let's go. Okay, ribbon is complete. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our flowers. Now, I found this cute little wheat, I guess you can say wheat bud, at the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to use is the grass portion of it. I am going to just put this in the center of one of our pumpkins. About 2 or 3 pieces just to give it that full look. I wanted like a grassy look to it, and I thought this would really bring it out a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and then I will add it in between our pumpkin. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. Just stick it right in there. And as you can see, that looks really, let me get it in there. Okay, that looks really good. And what I'm gonna add about maybe 2 of them just to give it a fuller effect. All right, so let me go ahead and cut another one off here. And we will put the other one right next to that one, and that's gonna be just awesome, guys. All right, let's see, take that off. All right, so go ahead and put that in there, and let me show you. See how that looks? That looks really good. And once I add the flowers to the side as well, that's really gonna bring it out. So what I have here are some hydrangeas. Now, hydrangeas come in all types of color. In the fall, they're normally the more earth tone colors. They have them in all kinds of colors, but I'm gonna use the earth tone since we're working on our fall theme here. Okay, so get in there, get in there. All right, guys, there you go. Now see how pretty that looks? Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fast forward, and I'm gonna hot glue these in. Okay guys, we're almost there, almost finished. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tackle the bottom portion of our wreath. And as you can see, I still have some extra green bars showing here, and I want to cover that up. I had some extra burlap ribbon left, so what I'm going to do on the very bottom, I'm going to add the ribbon. But on the top and the middle, I'm going to add some moss. I'm going to take some moss from the sides of the wreath, and I'm going to hot glue them onto the top bar and onto the middle bar just to give it a more fuller effect. As you can see, I've added the extra moss on the very top bar, and on the middle bar I super glued that on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the extra burlap ribbon that I have, and I am going to wind it around the bottom of the wreath, the very last pole. All right guys, let's do this. All right, guys, looking good, looking good. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna get ready for our setup. Let's do this. All right, guys, we have made it to the end of another beautiful creation here at Creations by Simone. The DIY Dollar Tree door wreath came out absolutely stunning, you guys, and I hope you love it as much as I love it. This was very easy to make, it was inexpensive, and most of all, it will be a beautiful decor piece in your home. This is the very first of 5 series that I've had coming out in my fall collection, and I hope you guys stop by my channel and stay tuned because I want you to be a part of this, guys. So don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so when the rest of the fall decor comes out, you'll be the first to get it. All right, guys, once again, I want to thank you for all the love and support that you continue to give me. Give me a big thumbs up, guys, and I will see you soon here on Creations by Simone. Bye.